Welcome back, guys! So if you watched the previous video, you know that this video is going to be about the top 5 support characters in Injustice 2 Mobile. So we've already done the top 5 damage dealing characters, and we've already done the top 10 overall characters in Injustice 2, but now we're going to go over probably the most important set of characters that you will need on all of your teams in any of the compositions that you build, and that is the support heroes. So to explain support heroes, essentially they are supposed to boost up your entire team in such a way that your team is actually better than it would have been if you had just had a damage dealer or a tank on your team. So let me explain exactly what I'm talking about. The first person on my list, rank number 5 out of 5, is going to be Emerald Green Lantern. So let's look at his passive, okay? Emerald Green Lantern buffs active hero on tagin with stun on next attack, power bargain, or critical attack. So this means that any of the characters on your team, if they tag in, their next move or their next damaging attack can either stun or do critical attack, which means that if you have enough power to perform a special, then you could literally just stun them with a hit and then use your special, which would be unblockable. That is important. It's super good, especially if you know what you're getting when you tag in because of the indicator in the top left. Next is that you can also get a power bargain, and it's 2 bars of power at passive level 5. So that means when you tag in, you can actually get enough for a special just by simply tagging a character in. You can get a full bar of power, like an ultimate ready, within a maybe 15 seconds. You can't do that with any other character in the entire game. So the way you play this character is you use him as just simply tagging in and out. That's all he's there for, to generate power and to stun people when necessary, okay? So let me show you exactly what I'm talking about. And people are like, well, why wouldn't you just have another Arkham Knight Batman on your team instead of the passive character, right? Because if you build up one character, like if you look at my team right here, right? I've got Mythic Wonder Woman, Emerald Green Lantern. If I put those two on a team, my Mythic Wonder Woman is my main damage dealer on the team. And she can just simply tag in after Emerald Green Lantern has given her enough power to use a special. She uses that special, hopefully kills somebody, and then tags back out. That is also generating more power, and you can swap a tank in to just sit there waiting until you can tag in and out again like Primal Swamp Thing or something like that. So let's go through and do an arena mission with the team that I was just talking about, right? Let's see if we got 312 right there. Okay, that's pretty good. So we've got Emerald Green Lantern on our team, and I'm going to show you how big of a difference he makes just by simply being on the team. He doesn't even have to fight, and that's the whole point of passive characters, right? Support heroes. So 0 bars of power, straight off the bat stun. Can get 2 sets of combos in just from one stun. Almost killed an entire character. Now we just tagged in, got extra power. We're going to tag in again. And we didn't get extra power. I should have probably just killed him, but I'm trying to show you guys. You see the amount of power that my team has compared to the enemy team already? I can use an ultimate within 20 seconds, and it was only because I didn't get... Look at this. Like, you can't get this kind of thing from any other team. Let's see if I can do a stun. I think this just gave me stun ability, right? Yeah, stun. He's stunned, and I can literally just use whatever special I want and know that it's actually going to hit this character. Ah, shit. I need to tag out. I didn't realize this is their carry character. But, like, you can see that Emerald Green Lantern is really not doing anything. He's just tagging in and out to get extra boosts to my entire team, right? Oh, use my special. I've reflected the stun. And it was because of Emerald Green Lantern on my team that I was able to stun him mid-special and get my damage off. So that is the reason to have Emerald Green Lantern on your team. He is a tag in and out, get that extra bonus. And if you put other characters like... where is he? Ace Green Arrow, who every time he tags out locks the power generation of your team or of the enemy team, then you're tagging in and out, and you're also getting other passives from tagging in and out, which is power lock. It's amazing. He's great as a passive character on your team. And if you're not using support heroes on your team, you're not going to do as well. A lot of people just put whatever damage they can on their entire team and put them in arena, and then they lose arena missions, and they're like, why am I losing? Because if you don't have anything to support your damage characters, they will get knocked out so easily. Alrighty, guys. So the next character, number 4 on my list, is Dark Supergirl. I wish I had gotten her to 5 stars. I couldn't play Arena while her missions were up to get her to 5 stars. Otherwise, ooh, she would be the next character that I level up to max, I think. She is insane. So her abilities. It doesn't look like she's that good. You know, just like simply looking at it, you're like, meh, maybe I shouldn't have her on my team. She's not really that great. She is. Her Kryptonian Slam, her passive. As she tags in, Supergirl lands an unblockable attack that deals 219 damage and can interrupt abilities. Okay, if she interrupts the opponent during an ability, she gains 100% damage and critical attack chance for 7 seconds. If we upgrade that, the damage goes up on her Kryptonian Slam. So, if you think about Predator Batman, everyone's all about Predator Batman because when he tags in, he does damage. So does she. Same deal. She does a big amount of damage when she tags in. It's not the main reason for her being a support hero, though. If you can think about how easy, just think about this real quick. How easy would a match be where the enemy team could never use a special? Like, it would just be basic attacks. That match should be so easy that you should be running through it really easily, right? That's what she does. She tags in and completely stops any damage being taken from specials, as well as doing a massive damage boost and crit damage, or a crit attack chance. So if you've already got I've only got 4.3 critical attack chance, but it would double that to 8.3 on my tag in, right? So, and if I've got 6 or 1,000 damage, then it would double it to 2,000 damage, which is insane for 7 seconds. And then you just tag her back out after that critical attack chance and damage is up. You just tag her back out. So this character I've only got a 12k threat, which is kind of sad. I need to level her up to be really beastly. So let's try her out in Arena, and I'll show you exactly what I'm talking about. So we'll go against Batman, because everyone's always really scared of Batman's special, right? In that it can stun lock you and it can kill your entire team. What you want to be doing is you just want to play regularly. You want to be tagging in and out normally, and then whenever they're about to use their special, just be prepared to use Dark Supergirl, so that she can nullify any damage coming from their specials. I'm trying to just bait out his special right now. I don't want to kill him before he... Alright, come on. Tagged in. Nobody took any damage. She's got critical attack chance and damage. 100% critical attack chance. Look at this. Ridiculous. Killed an entire character just with her extra bonus. I'm not going to be able to probably nullify this one quite yet. Let me see. Use it. You're gonna use your special, bro? I'm just trying to show you. Tag in. He's done. He just wasted an entire set of power. He was using his special 3 right there. I didn't, because I didn't have I wasn't able to get my stuff off in time. Ooh, let's see if I can back up and bait out a special from Robin. Oh man, I thought he was gonna use his special. I did it incorrectly. I haven't had enough practice at her on tagging in and out, but ooh, she's gonna get slammed. I didn't block because I was trying to use my special 4. Or my special 2, sorry. Winter is coming to Ice Clone. Alright. So you guys have seen, you know, it's super easy to win when you're not taking any damage. He looks really cool. When you're not taking any damage from specials. And that's her whole point, right? So definitely just be using her to mitigate damage from any specials. Alright, so the next character on my support list, everybody knows who he is. It's Dr. Fate. He's absolutely ridiculous. Essentially, playing with Dr. Fate on your team reduces your team power cost by 2. So if you have a special 1 that costs 3 power, it will only cost 1 power. as well as he reduces the opponent defense by 10% at level or star rating 5. So the defense of the enemy team is down from 70% to 70 or 65%, which is a big difference, guys. I promise you, it's a massive difference. And the power cost of your abilities goes without saying, right? Everything else is pretty boring on him, and he's a silver character, so you can't get his threat up as high as gold characters. But that passive will help you run through campaign modes so quickly, as well as help you out massively in arena mode. So let's just look at what I'm talking about, right? It's just dirty. It just hurts to watch sometimes. So if we got him on our team, we'll put Arkham Knight Batman and Mythic Wonder Woman. Sure. Yeah, we'll put those two on our team at the same time. Okay, so we'll go ahead and fight this fight in... This is Battle 12, Heroic Mission 8. So, it's going to be ridiculously easy. The only person that's going to be annoying is having to kill, what's-his-face? Superman. Armored Superman, because you can't use a special on him one time, right? So, I'm actually just going to tag out really quickly just so I can get 1 bar of power. And you can see I'm already able to use my special 1, which is insane, right? 1 bar of power for Mythic Wonder Woman special 1. Everybody knows that's crazy. But Batman, right? It only costs 2 bars of power to do his special 2. I'm going to get knocked out right there because my Batman's not very good. Didn't realize that he hadn't been hit yet. But let's see if we can do it now. Okay, so let's see if we can stun lock this guy a little bit. Oh, he's going to use his super block. I forget how annoying this mission is just because of the super blocks that this dude throws down. But there you go. There's 1 stun. I should have hit twice. There we go. Oh, man, that's annoying. I wanted to show you the stun lock because if I had more power, I could have just completely stun locked them forever. But, like, watch this, right? I can just literally now... They keep using their specials. I can literally just use my special 1, back up, throw a shield, use my special 1, back up, throw a shield, use my special 1, back up, throw a shield. Like, it's super easy. Just because you've got, you know, your special 1s cost essentially nothing, right? They cost 1 bar, and by the time your 1 bar is complete, you've got another one ready to rock. He's insane. Oh, don't use your frickin' ultimate. It's just annoying. Like, I'm just trying to run through this quick, and they're gonna use their ultimate, aren't they? I feel you using that and then ulting on me, maybe. You gonna use your ulti? No? No? Thank God. Please? There we go. Done. So, I mean, it'll help you run through these missions so quickly, as well as, you know, the same rules apply in arena mode. It just helps you run through arena so quickly, having that guy on your team. But there's nothing really else to say. You know, he reduces their defense and he reduces the amount of power you need to be able to perform a special. So, easy peasy. All right, so then we've got Horrific Scarecrow, right? He is my number 2. And the reason that he's my number 2 is a lot of different reasons. People say, oh, you use Horrific Scarecrow over Dr. Fate? Why? First off, he's gold, which means you can get higher team threat because he will have a higher threat than Dr. Fate when maxed out. Second, Fear Aura. It increases the cost of the opponent's power. So if they have a special that costs 4, it now costs 6. And then it increases the damage that you do to the enemy team by... Or sorry, not increases the amount of damage you do. It reduces the amount of damage that the enemy team does to you. So that is better than Dr. Fate because you can control when you do damage, which is what Dr. Fate's all about, controlling the damage that you output. It's easy, right? You have control over that. What you do not have control over is how often the enemy team outputs damage and when they do that. So when they do output the damage, you need to be taking less because you're not as prepared as if you're doing it yourself. That is why his Fear Aura is massive. Additionally, you can tag in and out to gain extra power to have that power boost over your enemy teammates, whereas you cannot control how often they use their specials, which is what Fear Aura does. That is why he's better. You can always gain more power, but you can't take away power unless you're, you know, using a different character that can actually drain power. So Fear Aura is much better when it comes to controlling the outcomes of games. Additionally, he's got Fear Gas as his special too. Fear Gas disables enemy passives, or enemy abilities, for almost 8 seconds at level 60, and does almost 7,000 damage. So it does a lot of damage, and it what's it called? It disables enemy abilities for 8 seconds. And if we look at Arkham Knight Batman, if you pair him with Arkham Knight Batman, he has 100% team hazard damage, which now means that Horrific Scarecrow's hazard, Fear Gas, is doing not almost 7,000, but almost 14,000 damage, which is massive, right? For 4 energy, or for 4, whatever it's called, power. So let's look at what this looks like on a team, right? On my team, we're going to put my top 3 players. And we'll put it against a 300, I'm trying to find a 311 or 310, there we go. Okay, we'll put it against this team. So you're going to see how much more specials I can get than the enemy, which is what matters, right? We're going to be able to do just as many attacks as the enemy. Look at this, right? So she's stunned, but we've both got 1 bar of power. Now I tag out because I've got Emerald Green Lantern on my team. We're already at that massive amount of power. We tag back in Mythic Wonder Woman, and we're almost at... We're 2 bars away from an ultimate already. They still can't even use their special 1, guys. They can't even use their special 1, and we're almost at an ultimate. This is one character, because they can't use their specials, I was able to control how much damage we output, as well as how much they could output. They could only use their special, or I mean, they could only use their basic attacks, and you can predict basic attacks very easily. Sometimes you can't predict the not the ultimates, the specials, right? And that's why Horrific Scarecrow earns that number 2 spot on the support team there, guys. Alright, so the last one, I'm not going to actually be able to show you because I don't have the character yet. I'm working on getting it, and it is the best support in the entire game, I would say. And a lot of people say, oh, you put AAA as a support. Why is that, right? Like, why would you not have him as a damage character? Or even a tank character? Well, the reason that you have to, if you think about supports, it's to help your team. It's to boost your team. It's not necessarily to just output damage, right? And that's exactly what Atlantean Armor Aquaman does. He helps your team in lots of different ways. So his special, or his passive, apply healing for 7 seconds after any ability that you use. So if you use special 1, 2, or 3, you're healing your entire team for 7 seconds. So that sounds like a support hero to me. Supporting, healing, helping your team, right? The second thing that he's got is Trident Rush, and that's armor piercing. That means that if one of the enemy characters, like Emerald Green Lantern, uses his willpower and shields up, gets his huge shield that reflects 90% of damage, this Trident Rush can dash right through that and do damage right through that. So again, doing something that a normal character might not be able to do. And then last but not least, his special 2, his Power of Neptune, drains bars of power, and at level 60 it'll be more than 1.2 bars, but drains bars of power over time, as well as doing 159 damage over time. Now, the draining of enemy power is insane. It's massive, right? Again, it's one of those things where if you can mitigate the damage coming in by not even allowing the enemy team to do damage to you, then, and you're healing and not letting them do damage to you, there's nothing better than that. You can't, like, what the hell else do you want in the game? Like, oh, I don't want to take damage. Okay, well, here's a character that can do that for you. It is massive. If you play him correctly, back the enemy team up into a corner, and then use this Power of Neptune over and over and over and over and over again, you're just draining their bars of power. They can't do their abilities, and you're healing off it the entire time. If you guys haven't seen, there is a video out there where Atlantean Armor Aquaman at threat level 30-something thousand beats a team of 169,000 in heroic campaign. He beats the last mission in heroic campaign by himself because he can just continuously heal and drain the bars of power from the enemy team, just back them up into a corner and keep killing them, keep working them down, and it will happen for you. So that is it for this video, guys. If y'all have any other questions about why I've got characters in the slots that I do, make sure you watch the previous 2 videos, which are the top 10 characters and the best damage dealing characters in the game, and then watch the next couple of videos, which is the tanks, the best tanks in the game, the ones that absorb the most damage and why and how you use them, and then also the best teams in the entire game. That's going to be the second to the last video that I post out of this series. And there's a lot of different things that are very helpful in these videos that you might not have thought of before, or how to utilize someone to their maximum potential and, you know, actually be able to start building up characters that you need in the game. Alrighty, guys, so if you liked the video, maybe leave a like, maybe subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next video. Peace, guys.